Have you ever had a time you were just driving down the street, wondering if there was an app where I can get news that really matters, and get motivated and get inspired, and an app that can show me and teach me how to make money at the same time? I wish there was an app like that. An app that can be so personable with you that you can check out all the time. Unfortunately, we do not have that. We have a place where you can come, sit back, relax, get all the updated news, hear birthdays, hear events, hear positivity. A community that is here for everyone that wants to have that same thing, okay? There's no app, but what we do have is Hot Facts, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you there. Subscribe now.
It's automatic, it's on. I flip mattress, I'm grabbing the apparatus, keep squeezing it till it flatten. You're melon, a known felon. I'm weaving it through the traffic, connecting with drug addicts, embracing these thug habits. Look, at the end of the month was no food. Potato and egg tacos is how I made do. Free peanut butter and government cheese. My issue, my mama calling Deborah for help. Her Aunt Lou. 4 kids to adults, we here starving. My father got a job, he started then departed. My mama broken hearted, I'm looking at her narcissist. It's time to hustle regardless, I'm getting this party started. Like quarter piece in a brown paper bag in the bush, cross the street with the pistol close to hand. Pray to God when it's time to bust it don't jam. I sold my 7 grams, police came, I ran.
I'm the first gospel rapper. I'm the first apostle rapper. From my section, it's a lot of rappers. Respected cause I'm not an actor. Even though I changed, I didn't change up. Kept the same name from when I came up. RPH and we here now. The devil got so much to fear. Culture mechanic. I left the hood to fix all the problems inside of Advantage. Cause I'm from the hood and stuff get fixed from the inside. Inside, that's why Christ became a man. I'm in Christ. I let the old me die and became a man. Yeah, deal with men, but I war with demons. Reciprocate that before Jesus encounter changed all the morbid reasons. I was more of a heathen with a gorgeous heater. Miracles follow me now. So when I walk through the crowd, virtue was hard to be found. In me, they calling me now. When the devil show up, everybody know us. We the pull-up crew. RPH, scars and grace, and we about to change with the hood up too. Yeah, if you watch me live my life, it's like reading the word. Check me out, I got stripes in the streets in the church. I left the hood with some urban epistle. Urban epistle. I'm living the scripture, the word is official. Urban epistle. I left the hood with some but I came back with the word. I left the hood with a pistol, but I came back in a pistol.
I'm the rose from the concrete. I'm the diamond from the coal. I'm talking to y'all in depth. Stacked against the odds, my roots still crept. Grounded in the soil of the West. Love, loyalty, respect, mirrors pain, anger, death. These night terrors got me stressed. Seeing vivid thoughts of death and melting flesh. Turn them dark days to sunshine. My mind stay full grind. The whole city feeling the pressure. This is the war cry. War crimes, loaded 4-5s, holding on both sides. Let's ride, it's go time. Broke up out the concrete. The same place the sinners and the cons meet and still shine. The diamond in the rough that make the world blind. Take mine, aim at my opposition and dream of my peace. To my demise, I'm gonna speak for the streets. My voice sink to the beat. My soul speak and I peak. You hear Long Beach.
Hey, yo. Hey, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Show starts in about 5 minutes. Enjoy.
Say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you trying to play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts. We ain't finna play that.
Some might play it well, but the game don't love you.
I love you enough to
Look,
be giving you the
I
straight
began with the
facts.
truth. You stand and salute. Where the rules of the land, you either cuz or suwoo. Most watch too many movies. It's where they get their cue. Think they gotta take the bishop out. That's how you get the juice. That's cause they ain't met the king. My job's to introduce, playing checkers. They think that chicken's how you get the coup. Like it's chess. These rooks telling lies in the booth. So they don't protect our queens. I gotta tell the truth. They focused on that gang war. I rep mine, you bang yours. Respect doc. When different sets buy from the same store. Represent different sides and wind up on the same floor. When bullets fly, enemies lie side by side. That's a shame, Lord. They only coincide in peace at the cemetery. They couldn't say he loved beef in his obituary. So at the funeral, his family told a few lies. Placed him up in heaven cause he went to church a few times. It's sad. Cause when goons die, the saints cry. R.I.P. graffiti, they riding before the paint dry. The church pray before the cops come. And Satan playing evil games in your brain before the shots done. The streets living like Christ died, they never rise. When he said to tell us die, he didn't tell a lie. Man on the debt, God wanted to change that. So Christ paid double the price and bought change back. You can't change that.
Probably shouldn't say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play
So
that.
you trying to play chess with the devil without the king,
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts.
Look, this was done by grinding. Plot my path in life, start climbing. I came from the bottom where the babies is dying, the mama's crying. Everybody can't make it, but they trying. All I see is RIPs on t-shirts in old English. Another young life gets extinguished, and what we do, pop champagne, reflect on the memories, pop another bottle with a hit. Day the duct tape and funnel some bricks through the tunnel with the bundles of chips. You can get the bundle package if you often and quick. Keep the cop off your tip, keep the spot off the grid. I'm finna hit, suppress it with a muzzle and tip. Henny guzzle it quick. I'm from a smuggling clique. We move bricks. Now estimate the number of chips. How much it costs for a hit? How much it costs to acquit? I remember Somerset used to be Compton Boulevard. BG's on the set for the new squad. By the way, since you dealing with the new squad, that means new law, new boss, new home.
Dreams will last forevermore.
But you ain't gotta die to go to heaven. Christ did it for you.
I wanna go to places where dreams will last forever.
You talking heaven.
Dreams will last forevermore.
In heaven's been on earth. Due to sin, it was hidden from you. I've been to more funerals than graduations. I'm from the streets where killers get the congratulations. Empty crack bags and bullet shells on the ground. Addicts and automatics, the nightmares all around. Rape victims impregnated by evil rapers. Every time she look at a kid, she can see his face. People need a break, so all they think is flee, escape. Drink and take drugs till they kneeling at the feet of Satan. But Christ died for it, body hung high for it. Arms spread wide, bled dry, Mary cried for him. He let his mother watch to show us who we love a lot. When he rose, heaven fell and landed on the juggernaut. He defeated what defeated man, but defeat was incomplete with the devil under the feet of a defeated man.
One in a million, I think it's beyond skill. Welcome to my life, I won't meet you with no ice grill. The days is short, I take advantage of life thrills. Understand my stance, I'm ready to handle what life deals. I need a car that when you see it, you be like, yeah. But ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you life's good. You can make it too, we came about the same hood. Now you see me out like, hey look, it's a closed book. Most chances is chances, so we take them. Fake them till we make them. Dreams easily taken, extreme levels of bacon. You know my steez.
You know what? I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to stop it right there because we do have a lot to get into. For those of you, you guys did see the title there. The title it happened out of nowhere last night, and that overtook everything. We have some news. But this is going to be pretty much the brunt of it. We're going to get into our news. Got a couple things to go over really, really quick. But before we get into all of that, everybody who was your first time, this is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. We go 1 hour, people, but some days, if it's hot, we can keep going on and on and on a little bit longer. Okay? Hope everyone is having a great day. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. We got to try to get over that hump. Don't pull back. Don't pull back. If you had a couple of good days already, keep that momentum going. Do not stop. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. What's up, Ricky Knight? DoorDash Revolution. What's up? What's up, TFT? What's up, everybody else there watching? Man. I'm going to get into it, people. It was spur of the moment, kind of what Pedro did that overtook this news. But I did get a text from Pedro this morning, and he wants to see what my take is on this. And man, it sucks that this other news has to go first, but let me just go ahead and get over this other news really quick because the comments that I'm going to read have to go into what the whole thing is. So let me just get over this news really quick. Oh, by the way, for those of you who do not know, there is an upside challenge, people. There is an upside challenge. I am only going to upside gas stations for the remainder of this year. I'm stacking up all the money there, saving it up, and when they drop the ball on New Year's, I'm going to drop the dollars. I'm going to have 10 screens open up. I'll put the link up there for anyone that does want to drop in. I know there's several people doing it. If you want to drop the dollars together and show people how much we saved, that's what the upside challenge is there. Now, let's get into the first pre-news. It's crazy because this is news that, we normally will be going over, but we need a break. We need a break from that news, and we have to figure out, our gig economy. You have Hollywood news, you have sports news, you have all this other news, and they have their analysts, their reporters, they have their people that go in and out. The gig thing, we have that. We're forming that right now. We're forming, Steve is the official. He's the official interviewer and reporter. Hannibal is good with giving you narration type of videos going in there. He also does the interviews, like Pedro. Pedro right now is the face. He's like the Kobe of the league right now. He's the marketing of the league right now. He's the LeBron of the league. We have a lot of other great talent in the league. We have a lot of great things going on. So we're going to take a break from going over all the crazy stuff. That's why this is going to be the brunt of our stuff. This is our business right here, okay? This is our business, and this is in our community. So if you are brand new and you saw that there's a live going on and you never want to know what the gig economy is all about, people, there's action in the gig economy, and it's all good action. Now, some things did happen, but we are going to turn all this from where it is into a positive because that's what I do. But without further ado, okay, let's get into this first little bit of news right here. Okay, so we have a delivery driver. Let me see if I did not get, and I did. Okay, so let me go ahead and just remove this really quick and just add it right back up. And I'll just add it right back up because I do have to go over it just a little. It's brief. This is not going to be long at all, people. So. This news is not the news I want to get into this news right here. I want to get into the news. And we are going to get into this news, people. Okay, but first off, this one, where is this clip at right here? Ooh, did I go too far? Oh, yeah. See, I did it all real quick for us. All right, so right here we have a delivery driver charged after 4 women sexually assaulted people in the Chinook center right here, people. Now, this is in Canada. I had to bring this up because there's drivers all over the place. We got bad drivers like this, people. Bad drivers going out there and using this job to prey on people. Shame on you. And wherever you are going right now for this crime, they are going to prey on you. That's more than one person. That's too much. I don't care where you are. Every society, people that do that, the women, when they figure out what your sheet is, you're going to have to deal with that, buddy. Sucks to be you. Okay, that I can't keep it no realer than that. Now let's get to this positive side. It's positive, but not positive. There's someone that passed away here, but he was so beloved in the whole community in Florida. He was a delivery driver from the chicken chain called Florida Fried Chicken. So the chicken place was so good, and this guy has so much of a great tie in the community. that even though through the mourning of him, the community, they're all sticking together and they're doing great things and helping the family out. So it turned out to be like a little celebration instead of going the other end. So there you go there for that news there. And then we got this. Okay, now if you were on Grubhub the other day, I put this news up the other day also that they were doing free lunches up to $15 in New York. What happened was Grubhub actually crashed because of that. They were getting, I think, 300 orders an hour, and the whole system crashed. But it's because they were giving away free food. So if you were a driver, you were probably driving. I don't know what your base pays were for any of that and how they were paying you, but the orders you were dropping off, no one was paying for them. Okay, so hopefully you guys did get paid well and you did not go through a heartache. Okay, now this guy here, now this is up in England, and this is I know GigTube, he had Atlanta on there, and she did not know about some of these things. She says she's more laid back and she just drives. She don't care about the protests or none of that. She just gets her money and goes. But there's a guy right there. He just got 80 months in jail. Okay, he punched a pizza delivery driver, dragged him out of his car, did all this bad stuff. Now, I just reported the other day that they are increasing the crime on carjackings and innocent bystanders and people that they are targeting, just innocent victims. They are upping the crime numbers that you're going to get when you are going to jail. And they are continuing this by doing this over in the UK. Okay, they are the other USA, the other red, white, and blue. And it seems like everything that happens here, they are so quick to follow suit. Or it could be the other way around. But people, protect yourself. And people out there, if you got a weird feeling you go do some crime, they are putting real federal numbers on you now. Think about it. You might want to sell crack instead of messing with a delivery driver. Okay, and they're both bad. Now we're going to get into this one right here. Okay, speaking of crack, I do believe, yeah, speaking of crack, okay, now the only people that deliver this was at a Walmart, so it had to be a Shipt. I know Shipt does Walmart. Okay, so what happened was the lady in Colorado, the mother, she got her delivery, she ordered, it comes all the way back to her home, right? And she finds a crack pipe in her groceries, okay? The delivery driver left their meth pipe or whatever it was in her groceries. It said that the company did go and take actions with the driver, but this had to be some type of prank because who was going to leave a crack pipe in someone's groceries and who's doing crack while you are delivering groceries? How did that person be able to drive? It seems like that person would be twitching like this and spazzing out, doing that twitch. They'll be twitching like this and spazzing out the whole time. Meth and deliveries don't work. Okay, meth and deliveries do not work. Okay, now this is right here. I asked GigTube to ask Atlanta. First of all, it was about a navigational app that they have called the Dalus, and it helps with all the inner city and all the whatever. She didn't know about that. So hopefully she gets a piece of that because the delivery drivers that are using this app over there, like Google or whatever else it is, they say it's much better. But this right here, delivery drivers are boycotting Just Eat, Deliveroo, and Uber Eats. All right, now they're doing the boycotts, and the boycotts have lasted over 130 days. And right now they're boycotting so strong. They don't know what's going to happen with their wages. They took away 24 cents from their base pay back in December, but I do have this here. Okay, now Just Eats. Okay, a Just Eats spokesperson said, "We are keen to maintain an open dialogue on issues that are important to couriers. We are working on our third-party delivery partner and are having ongoing discussions with them on this matter." Okay, so pretty much nothing's happening. They're talking. Nothing's going to happen. Now, here's what Uber Eats said. The Uber Eats person that's in charge over there in the UK, in England. This is what he said. He said, "We offer a flexible way for couriers to earn by using the app when and where they choose. We know that the vast majority of couriers are satisfied with their experience on the app. However, we regularly engage with couriers to look at how we can improve their experiences." So pretty much there's a lot of drivers up there who are making some good money, more than the ones who are complaining. They got to complain a little bit more. Now on Deliveroo, okay, Deliveroo I believe is from Australia, but they are, they're over there in the UK also very heavily. They said tens of thousands of riders choose to work with Deliveroo in the UK because our way of working is designed around what riders tell us what matters most to them. The chance to determine their own work patterns and work when and where they want. Riders says rider always earn more than the national minimum wage while working with us, and I'm in most cases riders earn significantly more than this. Okay, so on Deliveroo, I know GigTube did ask Atlanta if there's any type of minimum wage or do they get paid a base, but it says, riders always earn more than the national minimum wage. So I'm guessing they probably have inside their fine print that they have to stay like that. So Deliveroo might be the one that pays the best. But all spokespeople pretty much said the exact same thing. As long as they have participants that are having a good experience, it's always going to be in talks, okay? It is always going to be in talks. That is the news for that, and I'm so mad that I did not put up my news banner. Let me go ahead and put up my news banner. I'm so mad because without further ado, let me go ahead and switch my background because this is bigger than me. Let me go ahead and switch the background now. We're going right here, people. We are going right here. Okay, and then you, my friend, are going off the screen. Okay. Now, the reason why I can come, whoa, Reese, back up. While I was making pork chops last night, pork chops and French fries for my family last night, I got done watching Kim's Side Money Plan, got a little bit hopped in on Rideshare Rodeo. I was watching Woods Good Wood. I was a participant in the boxing channel there, and Pedro hops on. I'm like, okay, he's not on StreamYard. I said he's not on StreamYard. He just got StreamYard. He's just like me. He's playing with StreamYard. He wants to figure it all out. I said, why is he not on StreamYard? Pedro is on his regular phone, and he's on the porch. So I said, okay, he's got something to say because he's at home on his porch. Okay, so I am making my pork chops, and I'm like, okay, he's got something to say about something here. So I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, oh, wow, he's talking about somebody here. And, instantly everyone's first reaction, at this point is like, what the hell did Robert do? What did HotFacts say right now? And I'm going to break down how me and Pedro, how we interact and how it is. And I'm going to break down my take because as we all know, why people would feel like it might be me is because of the misunderstanding of the thing with me and Pedro. So that, it's kind of like I have a really good understanding and I can be able to bring something to light. Okay. So I'm gonna play the video, and we're gonna go off of the video, people, because we're gonna dig into this because Pedro said some things, and I'm gonna go on to Social Blade. Because when people are bringing up facts, this is Hot Facts. We are gonna go to the facts, and we're gonna break this whole thing down, and everyone should get a clear understanding on where this is. Okay, where this is. Let me get this up right here. And we're going to watch the first video real quick and check this out. While Pedro was doing his live, okay, people, we say we are content creators. That's why I said the reporters and the analysts of our own gig game should have been on this the same time I was. But no one was thinking like that because, it's like it's thrown right there. And I got it. I was like, oh, shoot, this is like, man, like damn near the same thing. But since I was so close, I made the video while the live was actually going on and put the video up while the live was still going on. I put it up that quick so that this can be the news that we are going about today. We're going to get into it right now. And I'm going to skip this.
Sorry, Dad.
I
Sorry,
feel like we
Dad.
share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Honest with each other. We have to have more honest conversations. We just do. And I tried to do that. And disrespect. I'm done. And I just I pause and I step back. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna forgive it. I'm gonna try to be respectful. I'm gonna send another text. I'm gonna say it's all good. Still got disrespect. And I told Madison can vouch for this. And I was like, all right, I'm just not going to do nothing because I don't want no trouble. I don't want no drama. I don't want nothing. But he just keeps talking sideways, and I'm not having it. So he's fake. I'm telling y'all, he's fake. I'm telling you right now. He's going to keep talking sideways. He mentioned my kid yesterday in a text message. He's like, why don't you just take care of that new baby girl you got? And he's like, why are you mentioning kid? Like, what? You telling me what to do as a father now? Like, that dude's fake. I'm telling y'all, he's fake. And that's why nobody watches him as much anymore, because they can see through all the phoniness and it's all scripted. It's not real. His content isn't good anymore. And he's mad because I'm the rookie. And now he's sitting on the bench. It's just the reality, guys. I'm telling y'all, I can only be disrespected so much. I'm a man just like he is. I never disrespected him. Never. I've shown nothing but love and respect for that man. Numerous times. He's called me numerous times. Hey, you asking me advice or what do I think about this? And we've had great conversations. And the minute he starts feeling some type of way, or if I ask him a question that he doesn't agree with, he totally disrespects me, blows me up and brushes me under the rug. And that's not how a fellow content creator should treat another content creator. So we don't even need him. I'm telling y'all, we don't need him. I can do what I need to do for the community and what he's wanting to do. And I think he's a little bit jealous. I think he's a little bit bitter. And I told him that. And it saddens me because all I wanted to do was collab with this dude. And we've done that and talk to him and reach out a hand and do this and do that. And all he does is not believe it and disrespect me. And he telling me you should just take care of your daughter, man. Don't, just be a father. What? I've never, talked to him like that. It's just crazy. Some of the stuff he said to me. Mind your own business, stay in your lane. I ain't worried about you. It saddens me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do this because I'm thinking longer term for the whole community. And I think he's fake. He's fake. And I'm going to get hate for this. I know.
Woo-wee! 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 Now, were those shots fired or was that rebuttal and return fire? Now, I'm going to touch on this, and we're going to take a little journey right now, okay? We're going to take a little journey right now. For those of you who are brand new, I'm streaming this also live on Facebook, okay, people? I have a strong following on Facebook. So I'm going to give you guys a little back end on this. For those of you who do not know, when I came into this gig thing, okay, I didn't know who Pedro was, okay? I thought Pedro, after I saw how many views he had, after I clicked on the about and really went through, I thought he has been here for a long time. But Pedro has been in here for, I think, 15 months now, if I am not mistaken. I am 4 months in now, okay? So Pedro's only been here for a year more than me, okay? So he's a rookie and I'm a newbie, okay? So I'm a newbie and Pedro's a real rookie. UDM would be considered a veteran, okay? Now, when I hopped in this thing, I understood that when I come into this gig thing, I have to establish myself and set my lane so I can be able to do something like this. Now, right now with
with the words that went with these two, there's certain people that probably will not be able to speak like this because they have not established their lane, because they, you know, they're like, if I say something, someone's going to get mad. It should not be like that, okay? I have to come in, I established my lane, and with Pedro, I was like, okay, why is he not, you know, I'm hitting him up. He's not hitting me up, backing up. I know what my grind is and what I'm doing. I'm watching other people's. I'm like super active. I'm doing my thing. I'm like, why is he not hitting me up back like that? I thought he was kind of playing me off. You know what I mean? I was like, is he playing me off? And then, you know, our biggest thing was, it's not about each other. You know, I'm like, my way works. He's like, his way works. You know, like high right, Shirley, Lisa, like that's the way it is. That's the competitive thing. I came in here to establish my lane with him. Like, I see this dude doing big videos every day. I'm seeing him do his thing. I did not come in trying to follow that or chase that. I came in here just doing that. So when I am trying to get him to like, hey man, come, woo, woo, oh, you're not messing with me, okay, woo, woo. It went into, okay, Pedro saw like this dude is competitive. He's competitive. It's not hate. Most people took it as me and him hate each other. No, it's not. It's not hate. It's not hate. You never saw Magic Johnson and Larry Bird really hate each other on the court when they are doing battle. It's war. Afterwards, it's all love. You will never see them disrespect people to the way where you bring in someone's child. So me and Pedro's thing is all competitive. It's all competitive. It's competitive. There's like, if I know he's doing something, I'm like, I got to be doing something. When he says he's the hardest working man, I know I'm the hardest working man. He might tell people, and like, you know, out of respect, okay, no, Robert's working harder than me. When I talk to people, I say, nah, Pedro's doing a little bit more than me. But in reality, that's our competitive nature right there, because we're 3 hours apart pretty much. When I'm asleep, he's up. So he is moving when I'm not moving. And it's the same thing, vice versa. We understand that, so we got competitive juices. When we are throwing shots at each other, we're throwing shots like, okay, I'm gonna throw a shot at him to make him work a little harder. He's not fading me. He's not fading me on any of this. And I'm like, man, just because you got 24,000 subscribers, remember when I said I'm not afraid of 24,000 subscribers? That's what it meant. Like I know he's the face right now, but I'm like, man, we are part of the same class. It's like when the draft came, you had LeBron, you had Carmelo, Chris Bosh, you had all those dudes, right? The next class after that, okay, it was Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, all these other players, right? Russell Westbrook. They're like, no, you guys we are coming in with this fire. So I got the same fire that Pedro has, all right? So this is how I know what he is feeling right there when he said, you know, I'm hitting him up. He's brushing me off. We have collab. I'm trying to get more collab going. Okay, I felt like that with Pedro, and I'm like, hey, man, let's get this interview going. Let's get this, let's get that. But I kind of understand this with Pedro. Every single collab that I have tried to do with him, as far as us working together on a timely one, has never worked. The only one that has ever worked like that was the very first interview that we did together. Outside of that, everything has been, in his words, organic. He likes it organically. What I did and helped him out on his live the other night was organic. You know, he'll pop in and say something here and pop out, and that, you know, it's organic when we are doing collabos. Okay, so I have to sit and think as we start, like, once we start seeing, okay, I know exactly what this dude's about. This dude is like me. I start seeing like, okay, I am collabing with him. I'm collabing with him on how he likes to do it. He's very opinionated. Very opinionated. He's going to stick to his guns, stick to his boats. I like that, because I'm going to do the exact same thing. That's what makes it the best right there. That's what makes it the best. I thought he was trying to hold me back and keep me back in the shadow. I would start going on Social Blade, you know, trying to get my grade up to where his is and all the rest of these guys. And I'm like, okay, boom. But so I feel how he feels to a certain extent, because me and his thing, even though we have text messages, anything that I have said to him and he has said to me, we both have sitting up there on the videos. We have nothing to hide, because it's all competitive. There is nothing there that we have up there that is disrespecting somebody and doing something like, or bringing up something. We don't do there. That's why I said, to a certain extent, I understand exactly what he's talking about. But I understand like this now. He was not trying to hold me back or nothing, because we're in the same class. We're riding the same wave. Now, UDM, let's get to UDM right now. Okay, let's get to UDM. Now, well, before we jump into him, when I had 30 subscribers, people, this is a very important point. When I had 30 subscribers, that's when PEDRO, okay, found me when I did my video, the rebuttal to the striking. I had 30 subscribers. He responded back, and we've been in contact ever since, okay? Now, when I got to 150 subscribers, I contacted UDM, the gig icon dad, is that his name? The gig icon Don. I hit him up. I hit up Hannibal after I saw that Hannibal subscribed. I hit up him, and I hit up a few more. Hannibal responded back. Gig icon Don responded back, but UDM never responded back. I wrote comments maybe a couple more times, no response back. So I do birthdays and shout outs here. So the Driven Dad said it's UDM's birthday. So on his birthday recently, I gave him a shout out for his birthday, let him know what I like about his show, what I like about what he does. Didn't hear nothing back. And I didn't take nothing of it until this happened with PEDRO right here. Okay, until this happened. I was not thinking about UDM or nothing like that. I'm just trying to branch out there to say hi to people and do this and that. But when I'm watching his videos, you know, I'm glued in on PEDRO at this moment. Like, you know, like I'm about to show this dude that I'm about to work. So while UDM is doing videos, I know when someone's throwing a shot. I didn't take it as a shot then at PEDRO, because, you know, it could have been meant for like anyone. I don't take anything personal like that, or try to think of something personal like that until now. So I heard in a few videos when someone says, you know, people that, or, you know, when they use references or terms like that, I've heard a few of those. So I'm like, bam. So when PEDRO did this thing, last night, and he's saying that, you know, they've collabed before, they've done things, and this is where I kind of tie it in, because Hannibal is kind of like in the middle here without being in the middle. Okay, Hannibal is there, and so Hannibal does things with UDM. If you watch their videos, when they do their interviews, you can tell they're friends. They sounded like, it's like running mates. They sounded like when they're doing their lives, you know. And then Hannibal is a really good friend to PEDRO, and they have a podcast. The Hannibal and PEDRO podcast is dropping. Okay, so PEDRO is saying last night while he's on the porch, you know, he's letting us know what he's about to go ahead and get into. And then he's saying that we've collabed, we've done things before. I thought everything was cordial, which again, I thought everything was cordial with him. It was, but I just didn't know because he's at a later phase, you know, at an advanced phase than I am. So I took it the wrong way. But this right here could be taking it the wrong way. Well, not taking it the wrong way, because they've been cordial. They've appeared doing things together. Normally, when you do things like that, that's called a working relationship now. You want to make sure that that relationship, you know, is going to be fine whenever we are going to work on the air. You never want to have, like, what's that show called? The View, the women's show, The View. When they go at it, It makes good TV, but no one wants to be going at it like that. Let's go at it in like a positive way. So he was like, he's always throwing my stuff down, whoop, 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 and all this other stuff. So I feel that PEDRO thinks that he has some good ideas. He's throwing them out there because maybe they can do a collaboration and get some stuff going. And he's shooting down all the ideas because, you know, they don't see eye to eye or see the same viewpoints. We don't got to see eye to eye on everything to come together in the middle for something. And this is where PEDRO will start saying that, hey, he's sending me texts. I'm shooting me down. He's ignoring me. He's blowing me off. Then he's telling me I need to go ahead and just focus on take care of my kid. First of all, let me tell you this, man law 101. If two dudes are face to face, and there's an argument and the dude brings up a dude's kid, chances are that dude's going to get punched. If he's not going to get punched right then and there, the dude is going to make it very known, say one more thing. Has nothing, that has nothing to do with this right here, okay? So that lets you know that there is some hate going on. And this is what it was going on. Everyone was trying to figure out, who was he talking about? Roy will be Roy, also known as Roy's Critter Corner. He was like the #1 target last night. So everyone was like, nah, it's not Roy. And I was just asking, you know, people were throwing out all these names, you know, Zach Ertz and all these names. And when he was saying that, the stuff that I told you guys about, you know, the UDM thing, about how I reached out and nothing happened, and then he's going about the hating thing. And then in my head, I was like, it's got to be UDM. And I said to myself, I said, well, why would it be UDM? This is what I said myself, and this is what verified it. Once I said, Pedro, who is annoying you more than me? I said, who is annoying you? Who is annoying you more than me? And Pedro went in, it's not Robert. So I'm like, boom. So it's not Robert. When I said, is UDM mad at your bromance with Hannibal? And then Pedro saw that comment and he said, my bromance with Hannibal, and that's when he went right into it. Once I saw him look at the comment and said bromance, I already knew. And then I tied it in. I was like, oh, it's him. Then he went in, right, and said all that stuff. Now, here's where it went when Pedro said this. Pedro said, I'm the rookie. He's the vet. He's mad because I'm coming up and I got the community on lock. He says, I got that, and he's just jealous, right? He said he's just jealous. Okay, stat time. It is time for stats right here, okay? For those of you who do not know, there's a site called Social Blade, and it's the ranking of every single YouTuber who has a check channel. Don't use this for their financial because it's all estimate there. But as far as views, your audience, your ranking in your country, your ranking in your zones, everything, what type of channel type you have, it has it right there. Flex. You cannot hop in the middle, Flex. That's like, look, he said, let me ask you, Mr. Reese, why are you stirring up the pot? I'm not stirring up the pot. You have to listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you how it relates to me and Pedro, and I'm telling you this. This is news. When you watch the news about anything else, you get the news, man. You get the news. This is, and if someone says, what is it doing? I'm not making the beef right here, people. I'm not making the beef. I am explaining, and this is not for clicks, okay? Now, Pedro brought up some facts there. He said, I'm the rookie. He's the vet. He's mad because people are watching me and not watching his stuff. Well, people are watching his stuff. I checked it out. Visually, I checked it out on YouTube first. People are watching his stuff. He puts out a video. He's getting his 1,600 views and all that. I envy that because I'm not getting that. I'll get it on my shorts and things, but I have not hit that on. I have not hit that on just a lot of the videos yet. So I'm like, okay, he's getting views. So he's not dropped off, but he has 10,000 something subscribers. And Pedro, you know, he has the 25,000 subscribers now. Now, here is the thing that Pedro said that I guess what makes what he said true about that. You know, in his eyes, this is what makes it true. But these are the numbers here. So they both have, well, Pedro has a B on Social Blade. He has a B minus. So there's really no difference in the channel there. It just goes into this right here. It goes into this right here. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so he gets the same as me at UDM as 4 subs a day. As far as, I mean, that's what it shows as 4 subs a day, and Pedro gets like 300 something a day. There's 26,000 views in the month for UDM, And then there's Pedro has, I think there's like 300,000 or something like that. Pedro has 347,432 views in this past month. So, you know, when Pedro feels that, you know, he's ignoring me, he's brushing me off, I felt that exact same thing. But this is where the difference is. Pedro said that people aren't watching him the same. Yeah, Pedro also said that he was going to lose subscribers because he said that, and he did lose subscribers. Pedro did lose subscribers because he said that, because he said that stuff. But it's just like what I said. When I came in to establish my lane, I said I'm going to lose subscribers, but I have to lose them in order to establish my lane. I lost those subscribers from Pedro's channel, and guess what? Once everyone figured out, you know, like me and him are actually cool, and I did my thing on the mental health, I got those 13 subscribers back. I got them back because there's no actual hate that went in there. Now, I don't know if someone's mad because they've been here longer and Pedro's got 24,000 views, but I'm like, man, if someone's got 24,000 views, you know, it speaks for itself. So anything, you know, as far as if someone's trying to work together or trying to get something done, you know, just go ahead and get something done unless there's something underlining there that happened. That's what no one knows about. Okay, no one knows if something happened in one of these meetings that they had. There might have been someone took something wrong and it just went into this right here. No one knows that part. Okay, all we know is just what's on the surface and face value here. That's all we know about here. But something could have happened. Now here's where I say it's not competitive juices flowing like me and Pedro have. It goes into hate because at no point should you bring up anyone's kid. Now, I know Hannibal said, while me and Pedro were doing our thing, this is childish. I would like to know what he feels about this also, because these are both his boys. I can say these things because I established my lane. I am just reporting news and going off, and I'm the best person that can do it because me and Pedro went through this just recently. We went through this without the actual hate, just competitive battling. That's why Pedro sent me the text this morning. I can show you guys the text. I can show you guys Pedro's text. Pedro sent me a text and says he wants to hear my take. People. So Flex, that goes into you saying stirring the pot. I have not stirred any pot here whatsoever. I am explaining and going over. And I am a person that is literally, me and Pedro are not untied from people still thinking that there's some type of beef. We are still interlocked in this dance. That's what gives me the right and the best point of view to come at and explain it to people, because there's people out there, and then there's content creators, not even subscribers and viewers, who they don't understand, and they like both people. This is not something, it's to not like this person or to not like that person. We're talking about the real deal. And the real deal is there's a certain code and a certain line of disrespect that you cannot do. Okay, here's Pedro Santiago, 8:14 this morning. I am in California, people. I'll be curious to see what you got to say. Real talk, 100. I don't know if you guys can see that, the screen. It's got green on there. I said I was just about to call you too. I said when I go over it, hop in the link. The link's up there, so he did not hop in. He texted back and said, we can chat after you're live. People, we can chat after you're live. This came from Pedro, people, because I have the best point of view on this. Everything is competitive juices. You know, sometimes the old guard may not want the new guard to come in and do that thing. Now, maybe that's why UDM didn't say, oh, you know what? I saw a new channel out there. HotFacts, wish me a happy birthday. Big ups, man. Good luck on your channel. I figure he's seen the channel because Hannibal is his boy, and Hannibal said on video that he makes sure he catches myself, Pedro, and there was two more people. So I'm pretty sure Hannibal might have said, hey, there's a new guy out there doing some pretty good videos. His name is HotFacts. So when the Driven Dad said, you know, it's his birthday, gave the shout out, I was thinking since he didn't reply on the messages, he might visually see that and say, oh, good luck on your channel, thanks. That did not happen. When Pedro said, you know, he's the vet and he's mad because the rookie is coming in, getting all the views and all that other stuff, I'm thinking like maybe, you know, the old vet, there's some new dudes coming in that work that hard and they're actually doing it like that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's all speculation, but because there is speculation, you can go in, and that's why Social Blade is also great. So I went and checked out this. Okay. So right now, and the Social Blade rank, UDM is 6,916. And what Pedro is saying, you know, I'm a rookie. I got the drive. No one can do it like this. We got these new dudes that are coming up and are doing the thing. So I don't nearly have 10,000 subscribers, but Social Blade has a ranking of your actual page. I'm 637,764. I'm not 658,000. I don't know what I'm doing differently, but maybe that's what Pedro's talking about. Maybe there's a whole bunch of like new gig tubers, YouTubers that have a different side of passion. They're letting people get all the way in and real with them, letting them see the goods, the bads, the ins and outs, more, you know, something that people can relate to. Pedro said he's scripted. Now, since he does do interviews and narrations, obviously, you know, some things are going to be scripted. We all might have something scripted. We may not write something down, but we all may remember something in our head that we're going to use. We have to do that in order to make our show good, to make it go, you know. But, you know, maybe Pedro is saying the reason why he's not getting the views he's getting is because he's not more real and relatable and gets out there more with the people. And I guess he feels that the dude is mad about that because that's the chokehold that Pedro has on the game right now. Pedro interacts with the people like he should do every given chance. Or maybe he felt slighted at that, but no one really knows because no one knows whatever happened with their personal dialogues there. He said UDM is probably going to see that video and respond or reply. I was hoping that maybe both you guys might have clicked on the link and just aired it out and got it over with now, because I will tell you this, the only thing that fixes someone bringing up, and man law says you don't bring up a man's wife, you don't bring up his child, and you don't bring up his mom. You don't bring up the man's family if they have nothing to do with what is going on. The only thing that can fix this is an apology from a man to another man. That is the only thing that can fix this. That is the only thing. I will never say go worry about your kid or something. And then, you know, obviously I have to let people know I'm staying in my lane. I created, you know, I said, this is what I'm doing here. This is my lane. I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. I'm not doing that. That's all fine. Staying in your lane, worry about you. All that stuff is fine. The minute you bring up a man's, and it's a man's daughter at that. It could have been a man's little boy. It still would have been the same thing, but it would have been a little bit different. The man has a daughter. You gonna tell him to worry about, I think it was something Pedro said, worry about your daughter and your new wife or something else like that. Those are two things you just cannot say. And if people don't understand that, it's not like it's real life. That's what it is. It's real life. In real life, you can't do that. We are on YouTube and giving people information and helping everyone out. That's what we all have in common. We all help each other out. We help the people out there out. We help people laugh, smile. We have people actually go out there and make more money and try different things. I understand competitive hate, because if there's no competitive hate, you have nothing to strive for to get better at. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I said on Pedro's Live on Sunday night, I said I pick on him. I pick on him when I'm frustrated. I pick on him because I'm trying to get some juice. And I know Pedro's going to give me some juice. It's competitive fire, competitive hate. That's what it is. Look at this. Flex. Now Flex is laughing. Now Flex is laughing. Flex says, haha, why are you talking about it? I just explained that, Flex, because I was going through the exact same thing with Pedro. I was going through the exact same thing with Pedro, but it's different. As you see, everyone thought that me and Pedro hated each other and all this, and we will appear on each other's thing. And they're like, no, that's why I told people Magneto and Professor X. Now, here is where we are. I'm Professor X. As you see, I don't got no beef with anyone. I'm just bringing out facts and things brought to the table so I can put them out there. Coincidentally, what I had to share that was low-key kind of went into this, and I only knew about that because of Pedro. Okay, but I'm not ill towards anyone. We are supposed to be able to have differences and be able to share the same screen. That's what you see every analyst do, whether they are pro or con. We are supposed to be able to do that. The gig economy does not have that structure yet of how we're supposed to take care of our own. We're not supposed to go at each other's kids and things like that. We got to clean that up in this economy right now. We don't need no more black eyes. Now, this is where I am Professor X. Now, here is where Pedro was Magneto. Pedro said, we don't need him. I will end him. I do enough for the community. I will end him. That's Magneto going to use his powers. He's going to go be Magneto and use his powers. I am Charles. Magneto, wait. Wait, Magneto, wait. Magneto, don't go and try to use your powers. If an apology can come there first, the powers don't need to put in play. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? That's why Pedro is hot right now. He's steamed. Any man who was watching this would be steamed if someone said something about his kid and his wife in the same sentence. In the same sentence. Flex says they're having a problem between them. Then why are you talking about it? It's their personal problem. Why the hate would you bring it up? I'm not bringing. You're not under. Okay. Flex. You're in America, Flex. You're in America, Flex. We have a gig economy. Okay. We have people who go out there and film on the job. They are the actors. Okay. Some of the actors are also analysts. Pedro, UDM, Hannibal, all of us. Some of us are analysts. Some of us are reporters. Steve Rideshare Audio. When news comes in from everywhere else, people talk about the news from everywhere else. That's how everyone knows about what's going on in that community. This is a gig economy news. So why would gig economy news not be brought up on a gig economy news live channel? Okay, so this is gig news. Now, when someone puts something up, TMZ gets it, right? Channel 2, Channel 9, Fox, ABC, NBC, CNN, they all get it, right? They all get the news and report on it, right? Because maybe someone has a view that they can understand what's going on, right? Pedro put out the news clip that the reporter got, and he is putting it on his channel to report on the news. Coincidentally, the reporter that got the news has something that was going with someone that is an active participant in this thing. So that gives me a chance to give my insights on it, because I am going through the exact same thing. So that's why I'm speaking about this now, because this is just gig news. We went over the UK striking. We went over the crack in the ship box from Walmart. We went over the dude getting 80 months in jail. We went over the other dude that dragged the person out the car. We went over all that news. We went over all the bad news first. Now this, my friend, is the gig news. Now, would there be Hollywood if there was no one in Hollywood doing the work? You know what I mean? When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, was that reported on? I saw Pedro. Someone told Pedro to report about that live on his live. He said, let me check it out. He reported it and looked at it live. Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. UDM said something about Pedro's kid. Why am I not, I'm a content creator. I report and I bring hot facts. Why am I not allowed to speak about the hot facts? Freedom of speech, freedom of press, First Amendment right all day, baby. First Amendment right all day. But I'm not bashing these two dudes. This is bringing insight. Now, the question is, will it keep going on? That is the question.
Will it keep going on, or will UDM offer an apology to Pedro? Will he do it privately? At this point, I don't think Pedro wants a private apology. I think Pedro wants a public apology so that everyone can hear him say, I shouldn't have said that. If he does it privately, he may accept that privately, but he still might feel a certain way because there was a community post that he did take down. You know what I mean? So Pedro still feels a certain way, so he may want that apology to be public, not private. So you know, people are like, man, the gig thing, like, what happened? I'm telling you, people, you know, things like this happen. And if you were going to be and call this a gig community, people, there's going to be reporters, there's going to be analysts, there's going to be everything. People are going to report this stuff. That's why I said the things you put out there, it doesn't have to be me. What if a certain person from a news article place or a newspaper got whiff of that and they're trying to do a story on the gig economy and they brought this up? Would it be any different? Would it be any different? Or would it be better that someone in the field who has something that's in the middle of this be able to give the report and information out? It would be better to come from one of us than one of them, right? Yes. So people in this gig economy, you guys got to start to understand, man. You know, people will use the camera to let things out and speak. It's just like if you're in a hip hop game, if you're watching rap, if you watch battle rap, if you watch the UFC, if you just watch ESPN, you're gonna see, well, this football player tweeted about this football player. He's mad about this. Oh, Baker Mayfield said, he really loved Odell Beckham and did some. That stuff is gonna come out. That's part of it. You gotta be able to put yourself in a position to be like, look, I'm not about to get in the middle of it because, you know, I'm friends of both, or I watch both. But people, you can't be trying to, I'm about to pick a side. You can't pick a side here. There's right and there's wrong. An apology is the only thing that can make this go away at this point. An apology. That is the only thing that can make this go away. You don't bring up stuff like that. My kid has nothing to do with me delivering or me editing my videos or me doing anything. I ain't got nothing but love for both of the dudes. Nothing but love for both of the dudes. I wish it was competitive hate, but whenever someone crosses that line, people, they cross that line. And that's when an apology as a man is due. Okay? An apology is due. Yeah, Ayana said, true. But I wish we can go a day without mentioning Pedro. Ayana, you know, but that's the thing that comes with the territory. That comes with the territory. And sometimes, yes, you know, I thought today was just gonna go off just that other news, you know, just the other news, and we were gonna go into, but this happened right here, and it's news. But you know, some people. Now, here's what some people might say. There is another side. There is another side of this fence. There's going to be people, because we don't know what their personal dialogue was that made this happen between the two. Okay. We said Roy the Fall Guy. Roy the Fall Guy. Now, there's going to be people that say, well, Pedro just got into it with Robert, with HotFacts. Pedro got into it with UDM. Pedro got into it with Roy for a little bit. Pedro got into it with that lady named Susan or something who they did wrong on his channel. Someone is going to take that Pedro is a bad apple. I guarantee that since there's a percentage out there, there's going to be a percentage that Pedro likes to pick fights. There's going to be a percentage that thinks that. You know, there's going to be a percentage that thinks that, you know, it was nothing that was said and he just blew it out of the way. You know, no one knows unless they hear something from UDM, and no one will probably not hear something like that. They'll probably go privately with it. But here's where the gig economy needs to take that next step. You see this all the time on the news when they'll have people on the split screen and they'll go over the differences and stuff like that. This is the channel where you can actually make that happen. If they ever wanted to sit and talk and UDM wanted to do a public apology, sitting in that screen how he is there, and Pedro's sitting in the screen how he is there, I would be more than happy to have them come and sit down iron that out, and then boom. And what that'll show is people that the gig economy can't come together. But people, there's going to be friction in everything. Name one thing that there is no friction in. There's going to be friction. People will step on toes. People will do that. I feel Pedro is stepping on my toes when he tells me, when Pedro says, well, I think Robert's channel is only for his market. And I say, no. Before Prop 22 was here, I've been working the exact same. The only difference is I'm getting a bonus now. So whatever I'm doing can work anywhere. So, you know, that's what I feel. But he steps on my toes and say, no, 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 no. Oh, well, that's just what he feels. That's just what he feels. But I'm not going to tell him, hey, man, my way works, man. You need to go ahead and take care of your daughter and your new wife. What? I'm not, what? That's how quick a man's mind can flip with women. You ever been with your dude? You guys are going to the bowling alley or something. You guys are walking through the mall, going to the store, and something so slight, an eye contact or something made the two dudes. Yes, that's all it takes. We have man law, wife, mom, kid. They get a pass. They get a pass. They get a pass. They get a pass. When egos gets into the way, shots are always fired. Yes. And here's how the shots are always going to be fired, the DoorDash revolution, because someone is always going to be returning fire. Like I said, I return fire on the man with the hat on that looks like Jesus, the cross-country runner. I still throw fire and shots back at him. Just, you know, half of them are just, you know, just to see what he's going to say, because I know, like, how hard I work and what I'm doing. Out of everyone in the gig game that I have come in contact with, he's the only person that is like boom, 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 boom. I can't have another rabbit because it'll slow me down. So I always have to throw shots at him just because he's going to just always give me something back to go and create and make more something better on. You know what I mean? He's never said something like, you know, take care of your kid or something. Well, hopefully everyone has seen. Hopefully no one will ever say anything about any one of my kids. Hopefully no one will ever say anything about any one of my kids. You can talk about me all you want. You can not like me all you want. No one even knows me on here to not like me, though they all just don't like how I take all the orders. Outside of that, I donate to charities. I help out kids. I dog train. I service dog train. I sell plates. I help food. I volunteer. I help out the elderly. I do a whole lot of things that people say, that's a good dude. People just don't like me for my point of view and how frank I am and how I just take every order. Outside of that, man, you really can't say nothing else. So I don't care about nothing else like that. But, you know, I will care about when someone brings in something that just has nothing to do with what we are doing. That's just the only thing. Both dudes put out great content. One person is on a mega rise in PEDRO. One person is riding steady. He's comfortable. He's riding steady. That's what he's doing. You know, once shots get fired, you know, people start to feel a certain way. That's just how it is. You cannot have a league without people that have to verse each other. And, you know, hopefully this turns out to be good for the gig economy, and hopefully an apology does come from this. The link is up there. If anyone out there wants to try to, you know, weigh in or give something, you can go ahead. But as of that, that's it for that right there. Said more like a drama. Hot Facts name of the channel should change always. Should change all. Okay, he's speaking in Russian. Okay, no. I don't do drama, man. There's no drama. There's no drama when you have news and facts. There's no drama. Did I tell Pedro to go fight him or anything? Did I tell UDM to go fight him, or you guys should be fighting each other? There's no drama. This is intellectual. This is news. I am giving you the verbiage, and I am giving this to you because this is news. You know how many people were watching Pedro's live last night who still didn't even understand what was going on? You hopped in right now and asked what's going on. So right now you're doing what you have to do is listen. You have to listen to see. Pedro put the video out, and he said the video's not coming down. They're up here forever. He put the He put the video. What am I inciting? It's not inciting anything. It's not. So when you watch the news every day, when you watch a delivery driver get shot, you watch when you watch a delivery driver go and treat a customer bad, are you gonna do that? No, but you're gonna want to hear about that news and the DoorDash revolution. Bam, my brother. Tell him it's not instigating, it's the truth. It's not instigating. These are the facts. Pedro spit some facts. I went to the social blade to go with the facts that he said. If you go tell a story and you can't prove nothing you said, you're a liar, right? It's not hot facts, right? You're a liar. I'm not instigating. I'm not inciting there is no double I's in this. There's no instigating. I would be trying to tell these dudes low-key to go do stuff to each other. The shots were fired already by someone, and whatever shots were fired got put publicly. And when they get put publicly, that's how people get the news. Mr. Flex, my channel is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I do ride-alongs for tutorial. I also have a live for news, gig news, and things to be relatable, to inspire, motivate, give people something to listen to, but also give them news. This is what this is. If you are in the gig economy and you know there's no news going on, there's no news channel about the gig economy, that doesn't make sense. You need to have news. GigTube has news. Steve gives you news. These are news. This is news right here. This is all news. You need news. This is not instigating, or if there was an instigation, it would have been Pedro saying, I've been around people, I grew up around people, you don't do stuff like that, I'm a man, I am not going to be disrespected. That's instigating. That's instigating. That's drawing a line. That's instigating. I am reporting. There is a difference in reporting. And since I have a personal backstory of damn near identical to this exact same thing with the participant, then there you go. I can be able to give the most relatable content when it comes to the matter. Plain and simple. And that's why Pedro sent me the text. You got a problem with it, go talk to him on why he put the video out. Then there's going to be news right there. Is Flex going to go ask Pedro why he put the video out? And if Pedro does respond to you, don't you think someone's going to make news of that? It doesn't make, like, come on now. You can't be inside a space and not think that someone, like, I don't have the right to report on the news. That's like a basketball player not being able to critique another basketball player's game. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. This is hot facts. Pedro brought some hot facts. Now, the facts that we don't know are the facts that UDM has. Once those facts could come in, then everyone can get a whole big picture of the story. But as for now, you got, from my perspective, how it ties into this whole thing. The only thing different is there was no personal hate in bringing in someone's child and someone's wife, because we compete. Like I said, you never saw Larry Bird and Magic really do things like that. You never saw Apollo and Rocky. You never saw Apollo go and diss Adrian like that. You never saw that like that. You have never seen anything like that. It is not like that. You don't do stuff like that. There is a certain code and a certain line of respect. There's a certain line of respect that has to happen. As you see, when I had to stand my ground, when Pedro was saying whoever takes my orders are clowns, I took offense to it because I'm a content creator and I'm going out there doing it. So whenever he says don't listen to someone and they're a clown, I took offense to that. I did what I had to do. I put a video out. I stepped to him. I did the exact same thing. I put a video out, I replied, and then we went back and forth. And then, as you saw, nothing went there, but it was the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. And that was over him calling people a clown. I said something. You see, I said something about that to establish myself. If I wouldn't have said something right there, another content creator, if I'm doing an interview, will call me a clown or think they can say whatever the hell they want to say about me. That don't fly right now. It don't fly. They mention my name as they see. I can articulate myself. I speak very, very well, even though I stutter. I speak very, very well. I'm really good at creating videos right on the spot. I can be able to make a video and use my content and articulate what the video will go ahead and do. I created my lane, so if someone go come at me, they know the fire shots are coming. And you got to come with some straight facts and some real deal to come mess with me. I have to establish myself like this. I have to establish. You said Flex is on? I got the link up there. I got the link up there. I got the link up there. The link's up there. It's pinned up there. The link is up there. I have to establish myself. If I can establish myself and do that, man, people will be trying to walk all over me. Now everyone knows. Nope, I'm not going to mess with Hot Facts like that. He will put a video up just like that. And, man, the man can speak. Vocabulary, everything. He knows how to put it together. Okay, that makes people think twice because then they can't come with facts. They only can come with hate. Okay, I have to establish myself like that. Pedro established himself as being the guy inside he's established himself as being the guy here, that I'm the guy. And what he said was, he said we don't need him. That's Pedro flexing his muscle. That's Pedro flexing his muscle and letting you know who he is. That's him flexing his muscle. That's how he feels. He never established himself with this yet. This is him establishing himself on what you can say and what you cannot say about me anywhere. This is him doing the exact same thing. That's why I can let you guys get an insight. This is the exact same thing. Roy asked me yesterday. He said, Reese. I said, well, he said, what's the beef? I said, what beef? I said, what beef?
Yo.
Yeah, what's up, man? I said,
what's going on, bro? No, what I was saying is
wait. I gotta mute him. First take, I gotta mute him. Roy was like, what? I was like, what beef? And then Roy was like, I don't know. I didn't know no beef. And he said Pedro put up a short that he was gonna put up a video at night or something. And then that's how we all got whipped, and we didn't know when it was gonna like what the video was. Hold up, how do I unmute this? Wait.
Can I say something? What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? No, I was muted. All right, look. What I was saying, this is childish and shit. Because whatever Pedro put out, right? It's between them. I would say maybe let them talk between them. And when people are gonna start creating and talking about it, it's just gonna piss somebody off. You obviously understand. Somebody's gonna get pissed off. One or the other party is gonna be really upset. They're gonna hear this. They're gonna hear somebody else's video talking about it. You know, their perspective, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about it." You know what I mean? Like, instead, just say, keep it quiet. Let them figure it out. He put it out. Obviously, maybe the other gentleman's gonna contact him. That's why I was saying, like, when I came in, you know, I was asking, like, hey, well, who are you talking about? Who is he mad at? You know what I mean? Like, maybe he's mad at somebody else. But I don't know. It's a personal problem. I don't know. It's your child. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you like what to do, but I was just saying, like, it's probably unnecessary.
Well, I'll tell you this, right? It's not private. It's not a private matter. Once.
Because I understand he made it publicly, which is probably wrong. He probably shouldn't have done that. And again,
we're in entertainment now. We're in the eye. We're in the public eye. He's got 24,000 active subscribers. Whenever they put it up, it's being shared all over the place. This is what YouTube is. When you create a channel, you are creating your own channel. It's not public. It's not private anymore. It's public now for our lane. We are in the gig economy. When I stepped into this and I made the channel, I did not step into this to make a channel for just, no, I brought in here to have it's called a channel. So I'm stepping in to bring in news, facts. I'm about to bring in everything. And when something is going on, these two are grown men. It's not gonna get past this. Someone's going to apologize, but all the questions that's going to be asked to them by thousands of people who don't even understand. I
bet you probably not another content creator is going to talk about this. They're probably not even going to create a video and talk about, like, you're probably going to be the only one that brought this
because I'm the content creator who's doing the job as a content creator and bringing in news.
Look. Yeah,
I'm bringing in news, right? So
brother,
I'm bringing the news that was put out there.
That's
the news that was put out there, though. The news
yeah, but that's kind of like,
it's kind of nothing.
That's creating drama, bro.
If you read a book, are we not supposed to read the book? Like, are we not supposed to read the words in the book?
Can I say something? Let's say Pedro started the drama, right? But you kind of like continue into instigating the drama.
No,
that's what I was saying. By saying like, oh, UDM owes him an apology, this and that. How do you know?
How do I know? Because I'm a man. You don't mention a man's kid, wife, or his mom. That's an apology. If you don't apologize, we got beef. That's how I know. Finger licking. Reese, that's the kid
I was talking about. That's what exactly what I was talking about. You're telling him.
I'm telling him to apologize as a man. I'm telling him to apologize.
That's called starting drama, creating drama.
Flex. Apology is not creating drama, Flex. Apologies are not creating drama. This is explaining the both sides. He has to go ahead and apologize just because he stepped over a certain line. This is not starting a fight. This is letting someone know what he has to do. He has to apologize. If it were you, he would have to apologize to you. You wouldn't want an apology as a man? You wouldn't want an apology as a man?
Yeah, but I wouldn't, I'm not gonna go on the internet and like, I don't know. Again, that's not. I'm not your channel. That you know what I mean. Like, I just thought, you know what I mean. I figured I wanted to say.
My channel is by way of YouTube.
But that's your channel, and I can't tell you what to do on your shit. That's
all right. Well, let me ask you this. Now, how I was going through all this stuff with Pedro, don't you think I am the person that has the most relatable content or insight on the matter here? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was just going through this with Pedro as competitive, us going juices. This switched into something else, which means there's a bottom line. We don't know the other guy.
You guys were beefing about it. Like it was different. Hold on, let me go pick up my order, bro. I'll be right back.
All right. See, people, you have to understand. People have to understand. You have to understand the differences and things that are going on. And people, you can't. They say we have a gig community with no community. How are you going to have a community with no? We have the workers. There's no analysts. There's nothing. How you going to have a gig community with no news and no information going on? Because this news can help each other out and bring people together. That's what people don't understand. People just can't be jumping in. Well, I'm not instigating. I'm bringing two sides. If you want to vote on something, right? You got to read this and you got to read this, right? And you make your vote and you got to vote. This is I'm sharing and I am sharing and I am analyzing. I'm giving my expert opinion out there without inciting or causing anything. That's called reporting. Okay? That's called reporting. And I'm going to report on news in my economy. If I work in this economy and I did not just get this channel to just put a channel up to make a video every now and then. No, I decided to put my everything into my channel. This is my job. I'm going to report and give content that people need to hear. That's why I give around the world news. It's not just here in the U.S. Every state, I'm giving news. When we need to hear about something, I'm bringing news. We're talking about other stuff, positive things. There's a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to be bringing this stuff. This is Hot Facts. And here's what Pedro said last night. People don't even know that he was spitting hot facts. Okay. Pedro said, what else do I have? I have my word. He said, if I don't have nothing, what do I have? He said, that's my truth. Okay. What is hot facts? The truth behind what we stand for. That's hot facts. He said that last night out of his own words. He said, this is my truth. He said, I cannot let this happen again. What do I have to stand for? He was bringing you hot facts. He said that out of his own words, and that's what my whole written thing is down there for what hot facts is. Okay, boom. That's how you know it's relatable. That's how you know it's relatable. Now we are 124. Anybody else have anything to say? Does anyone think that I'm inciting or I'm trying to start a war or anything between these two? Or am I just reporting and giving news like we are supposed to? If you feel any other way, please go ahead. The channel is here. Roy will be Roy. You're a person that normally would have chimed in on this, Roy. You're a person that normally would have chimed in on this. I gave my feel. You guys all get it here. I was hoping Pedro might have hopped in. He did not hop in, but I will talk to him after this. He said we'll go ahead and talk. Now, whatever we talk about between me and him, Mr. Flex, is personal. That will not be public because that is personal. Okay? That's personal. Whatever me and Pedro will talk about after this is going to be personal, and none of that will be put out for anyone to know. Okay, so that's where the confidentiality rule lies. If you are a content creator and you do want to step in this realm, you do have to know the confidentiality rules, man. You just can't be no. You can't be doing that stuff. So when I talk to Pedro, everything that's said between me and him is private. I have never had a conversation with UDM. I've tried. I wished him a happy birthday. I've never had any conversation with him. So it's not like I'm going to be talking to him or anything. You know what I mean? So there's nothing for me to say to him to so my only thing for him is to, hey, it might have slipped out or you were thinking it. You may have wanted to reword that. Just reach out to the man and just give him an apology so it can just be stopped right there and then go right back into the creative juices. Because now here's the thing. Let's say Pedro's doing he's doing the Pedro and the podcast with Hannibal. Let's say they take some questions, people start asking them stuff like that. Then when Hannibal has to do a show with UDM, there ain't questions like that. No one wants to hear those questions going back and forth like that. No one wants that. That's when it turns into all the other stuff. If it's brought up right from the jump, boom, 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 do it like this to fix it before it happens, it's all said and done. But the longer this apology waits to come on in, the more videos and things are going to be coming out and people throwing shots. That is the only thing that's going to happen. We're men. That's the only thing that's going to happen. In my opinion, if you have an issue in private with someone, it should stay private. But if someone brings it out public on private stuff, not right. So see, that's what I'm saying there too, Roy. We don't know what happened in their conversation, their dialogue that made this. All we know is the last straw was the daughter. That was the last straw that we know. We don't know if they were going back and forth, going back, throwing heated comments at each other in the text. We don't know any of that. Something triggered someone to do it. We don't know. But it turned from private to public because someone feels it's not worth being private. Everyone should know about it. That's pretty much what he said last night. He said, I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. All this other stuff. That's pretty much what he was saying. It seems like he wants to do to apologize real quick to get it over with. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like Pedro wants. He just wants him to say, man, my bad. Because it seems like Pedro kind of crazy. It seems like Pedro got a screw loose in there somewhere, and he was really mad. So I would hate to see someone really mad and, let's just say coincidentally UDM showed up to that gig conference and nothing was settled and squashed there and something weird happened. You never know what'll happen. That's why it's good to do the apology now. And then you're able to sweep it under the rug. And then boom, you do your videos, I'll do my videos. I won't mention you, you don't mention me. And boom. And that's it. Oh, I got him on mute still. Wow, I didn't even know I had him on mute still. That's my fault. Is it on mute or off of mute, Flex? Are you on or off? Hold on. I don't know. It's doing something weird. Hold on. I don't know. It's not bringing in. I don't know. It's got something weird. But that was that. But like Roy said, okay, here goes Roy. Bam.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? What's up, Roy? I'm trying to see Flex. Hop out and hop back in. It's not letting me unmute you for some reason. It's kind of weird.
Sorry, I muted. My car's too loud.
Oh, it was you. Okay, I thought it was me. Oh, okay, all right. So we good. What up, Roy?
Hey, what's up? Hey, if I suddenly disappear, it's because it's 105 degrees out here and my phone overheats.
All
right. But my opinion on this thing. First of all, I don't ever remember seeing anything out of UDM publicly regarding Pedro and what Pedro does, so on and so forth. Now, on the other hand, I've called people out by name in public. I've done that multiple times. When I see shit I don't like or I see shit that looks kind of hokey, I'll call it out straight up. But I've never seen UDM do that with anybody in particular. So my thing is, if it's something that him and Pedro have behind closed doors, private shit, text messages, it should stay that way. Yeah, he may have hurt his feelings or pissed him off because he said something. That's still private. You don't need to bring that out in public. UDM didn't bring any of your drama in public, so you shouldn't be bringing out anything with UDM in public, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Right.
Now, if UDM came out on his channel and was talking shit about Pedro and what Pedro does and how he feels about Pedro, then yes, Pedro has every right to come back and blast him in public the same exact way. But if this is something they're beefing in private, then it should have stayed private. It should have never been brought to the public at all.
Right. Now,
and that's my personal opinion. And like I said, these channels will do whatever they want. Trust me, I am the one person that can understand the most because I've gotten the most hate for pretty much a lot of creators out here because I don't jive with what everybody else wants or what everybody else thinks. So if anybody can speak on this shit, Roy can speak on it for damn sure, because I could name 6 to 10 channels that have had an issue with what Roy says and what Roy does. So, and I'm, on the other hand, I'm totally different. I'll bring it out in public because if I see Robert Reese do something stupid and he's publishing that shit, trust me, you're going to know it. I'm going to call Robert Reese out in public on video. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to text you in private, hey, dude, that was fucked up. Then we're fighting back and forth on text, and then I turn around and say, then I do a video, Robert's this, Robert's that. No, I can't. That's not legit. That's not legit shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so it should have been kept private, in my opinion. If UDM did not come out and bust out in anything in public about your private, fight, then it should have all stayed private.
Right.
So
now, do you think that it went public just because of the kid and new wife comment? Do you think that was the line that made it go public, or do you think if he wouldn't have said that, it still would have been behind closed doors?
Well, my whole thing with the thing when it comes about your kids, your wife, if you don't want that shit talked about, don't put that shit out there. You exposing your family to being talked about. You know what I'm saying? So there's people like Omer, for example. Omer has always said, I don't want nobody talking about my wife or kids. I'm not going to expose them. So we have never seen Omer's wives and kids. He doesn't put them out there. So anytime you put something out there and expose yourself, whether it be your kids, your wife, your fucking dog, you open yourself up for them. you open yourself up to that. Is it right thing to say? No, it's not. Of course not. You don't ever want to talk shit about somebody's wife or kid, because trust me, you talk shit, especially if you're standing in front of me, you talk shit like that. I've been to jail more than once, and I'll spend some more time in jail taking care of that business. But yeah, you shouldn't be talking about anybody's kids or wife. That's not cool. But I don't know. I haven't seen the text. There's no receipts that shows what UDM said about his kids or wife, so I don't know. So unless I have 100% of the information, I can't take one side or the other, because all I know is one person came out and said, this dude's this dude's that, this dude's that. And I've never seen the other dude say anything bad about that particular person.
Right,
So
and that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Now, we got this, but we don't know the dialogue that happened in between the two. That we don't know that dialogue. We don't know. All we got to do is go off of this, and all I can do is give my perspective on my side on how I can kind of feel how Pedro is, but I don't know how this other part is, because I don't, I've never had dialogue with the man like that to make someone mention something like that. You know what I mean? So we don't know that part. So the only way to figure that out is, like you said, if we hear some from UDM, or like how when me and Pedro had our thing, I had the text messages, you know what I'm saying, and that's the actual there. So unless that happens, it's a waiting thing. It's a waiting thing.
Yeah.
What I normally saw on UDM's channel, I've watched his interviews, and that's why I said him and Hannibal are kind of like, you can tell they're boys, because their interviews are kind of similar, same sound, like flow, you know what I mean? Like, all those are good and everything, and how he comes up, he seems like a good soul brother, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
This is their thing. We don't know if a good soul brother is not a good soul brother to a particular person, you know what I mean? And we don't know if Pedro is nice to everyone and then he clashes with that dude. We just don't know. But whatever was said triggered something.
Yeah, I can't give a really good perspective on it, because I only have 50% of the information. So until I get 100%, I'm not going to make a video about it either. If people want to beef in the gig community, that's fine. My beef with most gig tubers and what I say about gig tubers is because of the shit that I see that's wrong. Whether you're driving and fucking texting, or you're doing this, or
how is Hannah gets tied into this? How is Hannibal gets tied into this?
Oh, all right. So here's the thing. Like when I said that they got to fix this now, because Hannibal is really good friends with Pedro, and he's really good friends with UDM, and he has a show with both, and they all intertwine like that. You don't want to keep getting questions about someone else while you're doing that, and vice versa the other way. That's why Hannibal comes in, and that's why there's a lot of content creators here. They have not established their lane, and they can't speak on this issue because they're going to feel like they're betraying someone, but it's not a betray. It's all about, common sense and boom, boom, boom. That's what it is. But that's how Hannibal falls in the middle there. Hannibal can defuse the situation better than anyone, period, because he's so close to both. He can have UDM apologize, and he can have Pedro sit in and listen. You know what I mean?
But you also got to look at it this way. Maybe UDM doesn't want to apologize. Maybe UDM feels he has nothing to apologize. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? Not everything. Shit, I haven't apologized for fucking 95% of the shit I've said about people, and I'm not going to apologize because, like you said, I'm speaking facts. I'm not. If I see it, I'm speaking fact. I saw Omer eat a customer's French fries. I'm not going to turn around and apologize for blasting him for it when I know he did it. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what Pedro said to him to make him say something about your kid. I don't know. So. Maybe UDM doesn't feel like apologizing, and I'm not going to say he has to apologize. I'm not going to say anybody needs to apologize. We're grown-ass men. You can agree to disagree, and fuck an apology. If you don't want to deal with them no more, don't deal with them no more. I don't care if people come to my fucking channel anymore. I've got, that's why I changed my shit, because this whole gig work shit, to me, it's just the basic same shit over and over and over and over again, and I'm done with it. Just on that level of watching the same shit over and over again. So I'm trying to increase my shit by doing something I really love to do, which is the animals. So, because like I said, if I go in and I start, look at how many people brought up my name last night in that fucking live stream. Because they thought he was talking shit about me.
Roy, look, let me tell you this, Roy. Look, I thought for sure I thought for
Hey,
sure
bro,
my
up your
name.
name because you
I
judge
thought, I
everybody.
thought my name would be on top of the list. I thought my name was on top of the list for sure. And I was like, it seemed like every third person I saw Roy, Roy's Critter Corner. People were talking about who's Roy. They go figure out who Roy is. Yeah, Roy. It was Roy. I was like, oh damn. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, and this goes out to Yost Malone. Yost Malone. When I said it's UDM with the bromance, you put up the message and said, no, it's not at Hot Facts. How do you feel now? Boy, I had a feeling. I had a feeling, but Roy, hey, if it was a man, if there was people putting in money right now and you bet on yourself to get the votes, you would have made out like a bandit out there.
I know, right?
I was surprised. I said, damn, Roy went ahead and overdid me on Pedro hate. I was like, damn.
Dude, everybody was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck? I just came in just to say what's up and see what's happening. Next time I'm seeing my name and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Man,
I said, I haven't even done no gig work shit for like weeks.
And when he said UDM, everyone was like, it seems like it was like a change in the wind in the room. He was like, huh? And then that's when he went into everything. So,
well, that's because and I can see why people thought that because they've never seen anything from UDM regarding Pedro in that manner.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
It's like if I was to come out tomorrow, and me and Flex get along, I'm always in Flex's shit, and then I come out tomorrow saying all this crazy shit without giving a name, and then it turns around to be Flex. People will be like, "What the fuck? Why are you tripping on Flex? He's in Flex's shit. He's in this." I've never heard Flex say anything bad about Roy. What the fuck? Like that would freak people out because. Unless, I can see why people thought Roy, because everybody knows Roy will put you on blast and Roy's done it lots of times. So I can see why they all thought it was me and not UDM. I can see why they were surprised because I've never seen UDM do that to somebody, to be honest with you.
Now, what if, I'm going to throw in a little monkey in the game. What if this whole thing was set up? What if this whole thing was set up, man? What if this whole thing was set up for all of this right now? You know what I mean? What if it was set up for this? And we all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be hilarious. Like, they're playing a joke on people. You know what I mean? I hope it turns out like that, and that's how funny it's going to turn out, because that'll be the best joke of all. But what if it turned out that way? Like, this is a straight up and down joke.
Well, I would hope they wouldn't be joking about some shit like that or do something like that because that's disrespectful to your fucking viewers.
April is over, bro. April is over.
Yeah, exactly. And that's disrespectful to your fucking subscribers and viewers if you guys are making fake drama. That means you're both fucking faking clowns. So you can't come out in public calling one motherfucker faking a clown, and then it turns out that you both are faking a clown. You know what I'm saying? So I would hope they wouldn't do that because it wouldn't look good for both of them. At the end of the day, the subscribers don't give a shit, dude. You could eat live dookie. You could have like your loyal subscribers. You could get on there and do some of the worst, evilest shit, and you'll still have those subscribers that are going to back you at 100%. So it doesn't matter. Even if they did, let's say, fake it, they're still gonna. Their loyal subscribers are still gonna be like, "Oh, you're still the greatest, Pedro. You're still the greatest, UDM." So it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you
on that. But I hope they don't have to. They both have plenty of subscribers. They both do well on YouTube. There's no reason that they would have to resort to something that fucking childish and stupid is to fake some kind of fucking drama. That's dumb. You know?
Yeah. We don't need that. Hopefully this year in this Get game, we can have some awards going out. We can have some content creators get together and vote on some, content creator with the most drive, best video, best editing, stuff like that, so we can help each other out. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do some stuff like that. So if Pedro has that Get convention, we actually got awards and stuff going on with it. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that. But that's crazy right here. But people, we have been sitting there for an hour and 43 minutes. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Flex right here doing what he does, people. If you've never seen his channel, people, he sits in the car and drives. He goes in, comes back, looks at the camera, and says about 3 words. unless he's mad. Give a big shout out to Mr. Flex right there. He hopped in, people. Big shout out to Roy, Will Be Roy, also known as Roy's Critter Corners. If you want to look at something and you want to like play with it without getting close, go watch Roy's channel right there, people. Just think of the pain if they bite you, okay? At this time, people, we're going to go sign on out, people. See you guys later. I'm out like Chuck Woolery. 2 and 2. Peace out.